In today's video, we'll share the highlights of the Cape Horn Trail on the Washington side of the Columbia River Gorge, and why we recommend including Cape Horn on your list of Columbia River Gorge hikes. The Cape Horn Trail travels along cliffs above the Columbia River, which makes for a series of spectacular views. Peregrine falcons like to nest in those cliffs, and you might see them while hiking. If you enjoy this video, remember to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. The Cape Horn Trailhead is about 45 minutes drive east of Portland on the Washington side of the gorge. The parking lot was full when we arrived, so we parallel parked just down the road. Part of the reason for the crowd may have been that we went on July 16th, which is the day the annual Cape Horn Trail's seasonal closure ends. The lower part of the Cape Horn Trail closes annually from February 1st to July 15th. You can see that section marked in red in the lower left of the trail map here. The purpose is to protect the peregrine falcon population, which breeds during that season. The trail is a loop, so you can hike it in either direction. This is the junction point here. We're taking the left fork, which leads to the lower portion of the hike first. The route travels along country roads for a little while at first. It can be a little confusing, so I'd recommend bringing a trail map. I'll include the link to the All Trails entry in the video description so you can find it easily. It feels really peaceful out along the country roads.
There's the trail.
This is the point where the hike leaves the country roads and re-enters the woods. It's also the start of the section that's closed between February 1st and July 15th. I got startled by a snake there. I think it may be a ring-necked snake based on the Washington Department of Fish and Wildlife Species Guide. It's a non-venomous snake. Pretty soon, the awesome viewpoints of the Columbia River begin to appear along the trail. There's a waterfall later on the trail, and at first we thought this might be it. Most of the trail was clear, but part of it was pretty overgrown with blackberries on the day we did our hike. And here's the waterfall. These rocky talus slopes create a unique environment that's a key habitat for pikas and a salamander species called the Larch Mountain salamander. Apparently the pikas eat the moss. We didn't see any pikas or salamanders on our hike, but it was cool to know that they were there. A hiker we met on the trail pointed out an overgrown trail from this junction that leads to another beautiful viewpoint. When we hiked the trail in mid-July, there were ripe thimbleberries and huckleberries, which are two delicious edible berries. We're going to make a whole video soon on edible berries of the Pacific Northwest.
They're really tart. Delicious.
The Cape Horn Trail does have an enormous population of invasive Himalayan blackberries, which are taking over in some areas.
Which one do you want to do? We could go to the viewpoint, or we could see the horses.
Viewpoint or horses?
The signs are a little strange, but the viewpoints are really nice. I recommend going out to see them. The Cape Horn Trail is 7.5 miles altogether, and it does have some pretty steep sections. It has great Columbia River Gorge views, a waterfall, wild berries and wildflowers, and the chance to see peregrine falcons and other wildlife, making it a great option for a day hike. Thanks for joining us on the Cape Horn Trail. See you next time.